Beloved, pause for a moment. What you're hearing isn't an accident or a passing thought. It's a gentle interruption, a whisper from heaven meant to reach you right on time. There is something shifting in your life, and God is drawing your attention to it with care, not fear. There is a man around you who has not been fully revealed. The concern is not in what he says, but in what he hides. Not in what he shows, but in what he carries. Not every smile is safe, and not every connection is sent for your good. Some come close with hidden motives, and what goes unnoticed today can quietly delay what God has prepared for you tomorrow. The word says, "By their fruits you will know them." Matthew 7:16. Pay attention to what follows your interactions. Do you feel peace or something unsettled? That quiet shift matters. And remember, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Psalm 27:1. This is not about fear, but protection. God is shielding you, guiding you to see clearly. Discernment doesn't shout. It speaks softly, urging you to notice before harm has the chance to speak louder. Stay attentive. There is a reason this message found you now. Chosen one, understand this deeply. When God chooses to warn you, it is never an accident, never rejection, and never distance. It is care in its purest form. Heaven does not step into a life it has given up on. When God speaks with clarity and urgency, it is because you are still being watched over, still being guided, still held within His purpose. Correction is not harshness, it is love in action. Instruction is not limitation, it is protection with direction. God does not stay silent while you drift towards something that could harm you. Just as a loving father steps in before damage becomes permanent, God intervenes at the right moment, not too late, but right on time. As Scripture says, "Those whom I love I rebuke and discipline." Revelation 3:19. This is not about punishment, it is about preservation. If God is telling you to be careful, it means you are still ahead of the fall, not recovering from it. Grace has reached you early. You are being warned before patterns become chains, before small compromises grow into something that controls you. This is evidence that your life matters, that your path is worth guarding. Right now, you are standing in a threshold season. This is not an ordinary phase. It is a turning point where small decisions echo into long-term outcomes. See, I have set before you today life and good, death and evil. Deuteronomy 30:15. In moments like this, clarity matters more than comfort. What you allow into your life now will shape where you arrive later. And in this season, relationships carry unusual weight. Access is no longer casual. Who has your ear? Who influences your emotions? Who shapes your focus? These are no longer small questions. They are defining ones. What once felt harmless can now become decisive. The enemy does not always confront you openly. Sometimes the approach is quiet, wrapped in familiarity, not chaos, not fear, but people. People who seem kind, who speak well, who feel safe, yet slowly, subtly, they begin to shift your direction. Scripture warns, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. 1 John 4:1. Not everything that feels right is aligned. This is why discernment is not optional. It is essential. Hear this clearly. Proximity is not the same as purpose. Just because someone is in your life does not mean they are assigned to your journey. Some people are present for a moment, not for your mission. God brings people for seasons, but not everyone is meant to stay. And understanding does not equal alignment. Someone may understand your story, your wounds, even your dreams, but still not share your direction. Some people learn you closely, not to walk with you, but to position themselves around you. But shared language is not the same as shared calling. Do not be deceived. Scripture says, God is not mocked, for whatever one sows, that will he also reap. Galatians 6-7. Direction always reveals truth over time. Words can sound right, but fruit cannot be hidden forever. That is why discernment must go deeper than conversation. It must look at consistency, at obedience, at direction. Are they moving toward what God is calling you to, or slowly pulling you away from it? True agreement is not proven in words, but in the path two people walk together. Over time, pressure reveals everything. When your standards rise, when your focus sharpens, when your calling becomes clearer, misaligned connections will begin to shift. Some will resist, some will leave, and you must understand this. That is not loss, that is protection. One of the most subtle traps is surface-level trust. Trusting quickly because something feels familiar, because someone speaks well, because they show up often, because they seem consistent. But presence is not always loyalty, and words are not always truth. The simple believes everything, but the prudent gives thought to his steps. Proverbs 14:15. Wisdom pauses. Wisdom observes. Wisdom waits for fruit. Many people lose ground, not because they rejected God, but because they trusted without discernment. They believed appearances without seeking deeper truth. But God has never judged that way, for the Lord sees not as man sees. 1 Samuel 16-7. Where people see outward behavior, God examines the heart. Where we notice charm, God weighs intention. Where we hear words, God discerns motives. So in this moment, slow down. Pay attention not just to what is said, but to what is revealed over time. Notice your spirit. Notice your peace. When something is misaligned, your spirit will often sense it before your mind can explain it. You are not being called to fear. You are being invited to see clearly. Because in this season, clarity will protect you more than comfort ever could. And the more you walk in that clarity, the more you will recognize who is truly aligned with your journey and who is only passing through it. Chosen one, listen closely. Not everything that draws you in is meant to walk with you. Charm can shine brightly and still hide something unsteady beneath it. Just because someone has been near you doesn't mean they are committed to where you're going. Closeness is not the same as alignment, and presence is not proof of purpose. Some people observe you more than they support you. They learn how you think, how you move, where you're most open, not to protect you, but to position themselves. They may admire what God placed inside you, yet quietly resist the path He is leading you on. And in His mercy, God whispers, not to frighten you, but to awaken you. Discernment is not fear, it is clarity. It is the quiet ability to sense what cannot be seen on the surface. As Scripture says, the person without the Spirit does not accept the things that come from the Spirit of God, but the one who is spiritual discerns all things. 1 Corinthians 2:14-15. Discernment goes beyond words, beyond appearances, into truth. Pay attention to your peace. Great peace have those who love your law, and nothing can make them stumble. Psalm 119-165. When your peace begins to fade, even subtly, don't ignore it. That shift is not weakness, it is guidance. Sometimes God doesn't remove the situation right away. He removes your peace first, inviting you to notice. That discomfort is not confusion, it is direction. When you learn to trust that inner signal, you will avoid what was never meant for you. You will move with quiet confidence, knowing you are being guided, not from the outside, but from within. Chosen one. Many don't fall because they chose wrong on purpose. They fall because they moved too fast. They trusted before truth had time to reveal itself. They opened doors before discernment could speak. What feels like progress can quietly become exposure when it isn't guided by wisdom. Speed may look productive, but in the spirit, Rushing often leads to unnecessary pain. It skips observation, weakens prayer, and overlooks quiet warnings. That's why God is asking you to slow down, not to delay your life, but to protect it. Slowing down allows truth to surface. Even Jesus walked this way. Jesus would not entrust himself to them, for he knew all people. John 2:24. He loved openly, yet he was careful with access. So if you feel led to pause, to watch, to pray before committing, you are not being difficult. You are being wise. Be very careful then, how you live, not as unwise, but as wise. Ephesians 5:15. Taking your time is not fear, it is obedience. Guarding your heart is not pride, it is responsibility. God rarely warns through dramatic moments. More often, he speaks through patterns, through repeated feelings, subtle shifts, and quiet signals that grow clearer over time. Discernment grows when you pay attention, not when you panic. Panic rushes you. Patterns teach you. Notice what repeats. If discomfort keeps showing up around someone, don't ignore it. If your peace fades after certain conversations, pay attention. That is not random. Watch for quiet competition, not obvious, but subtle. They celebrate you outwardly, yet something feels strained when you rise. Watch for disguised limitation. When God is calling you higher, they encourage you to stay where you are, calling comfort wisdom. Notice how you feel afterward. Do you feel lighter, clearer, stronger, or drained and unsettled? A tree is known by its fruit. Luke 6:44. Over time, what is hidden becomes visible. Be aware of anything that pulls you away from prayer, from growth, from accountability. If a connection weakens your discipline or dulls your hunger for God, it is not neutral. And if someone wants closeness without responsibility, that imbalance carries risk. Discernment takes time. Words are immediate, but fruit develops slowly. So don't rush to conclusions, but don't ignore patterns either. Let truth unfold. God is not asking you to isolate yourself. He is asking you to align yourself. You don't need many people. You need the right people, those who strengthen your direction, not confuse it. Sometimes the warning comes because elevation is near. New levels require new boundaries, new clarity, deeper discernment. Not everyone can go where you are going, and that is not something to resist. It is something to accept with peace. Letting go doesn't mean bitterness. Distance doesn't mean dishonor. It means you are choosing obedience over attachment. This message is not about fear. It is about protection. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. Psalm 121:7. God is guarding what He placed inside you, your purpose, your peace, your future. So move forward with confidence, not in anxiety, but in awareness, not in suspicion, but in wisdom. Trust what God is showing you, even when it is quiet. Not everyone close to you is assigned to you, but everyone God truly places in your life will align with where He is leading you. And as you walk forward, remember this: you are not alone in this process. You are covered, guided, and protected, even from what you cannot yet see. Thank you for staying with this message until the end. If something within you felt stirred, if this brought clarity, peace, or even a quiet confirmation, take a moment and acknowledge it. You can write, "I receive this," in the comments, not for others, but as a personal agreement with what God is revealing in your life right now. And if there's someone on your heart, someone who may be feeling uncertain, overwhelmed, or unsure of what to trust, share this message with them. Sometimes one timely word can bring the direction they've been searching for. If you feel led to keep growing in discernment, wisdom, and alignment, you're welcome to stay connected here. There's no pressure, just a space to continue walking forward with clarity and purpose. You are not behind. You are being guided. And as you keep moving forward, Trust this. God is not only leading your steps, He is also protecting your path.